Is it going to work? Okay, it's showing an ad. Oh, that's annoying. Skip the ad. There, now it's thinking about it. Hooray! Yes. Can we turn this off? Let's turn that off because it's annoying. Okay, is it running? Or is it just buffering its ass off? Oh my gosh, the buffering. No, not the buffering. Not that. So much nonsense just to do a streamy thing, and I'm sure most people have it set up all the time, but I do not. I'm doing other stuff. Get on there. It's like a mess, you guys. Can you tell how into this I am today? What? It's laggy, but it works. Emily, thanks, man. Okay, this is really annoying. I wonder if I should do it somewhere else, maybe, where it'll have better stuffy stuff, because this is being really laggy. I'm going to keep messing with it for a bit, guys. Sorry, but I'm going to deal with that. Let's see if this is better. Hold on. Come on, give me my options. Give me my options. Video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs to change video settings. Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously, though. Are we good now? Oh my god, we're good. I can't believe it. It's actually working. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm going to swear a lot. That's not good. Hi, everybody. You're watching Ballerina Badass. So badass at technology. Yeah. My husband is off watching the Marvel movie with our stepdaughter right now. So he's not here to do all the amazing fixes that he can normally do to make it magical, and I don't pay attention. So, oops. I was going to talk about a few things tonight and just sort of keep it random. I know there's a bunch of videos that I have in mind that I want to make and I need to make and I should make, but I have to be dead honest with you guys. Like, ever since I took the step back in 2016, that's 3 years now, holy crap. I just haven't been feeling it. And I know at some point I will be feeling it again. It comes and goes in waves, and I love ballet, but at the same time, I hate the politics, and also, my personality doesn't exactly jive well with the ballet atmosphere. So I've gotten really busy with doing stuff for Scouts BSA. Yeah, I know. I had issues with the Boy Scouts for years, but now I have a stepson who's in Scouts, and also the fact that girls are coming into Scouts. I'm actually helping with that to bring girls into Scouts. If you guys have issues with that, feel free to hang up your little live stream phones on me, fine. But my grandmother was big into hiking and backpacking, and my grandfather, I've got a photo of them. I don't have it here right now, but they're like together with their backpacks. It's really cool. And I've always loved camping and the wilderness and animals and things like that. So I've almost got a fully outfitted backpack kit together. And again, I'm going to be hoping to get more women, adult women and girls out on the trail. I even have one of those really cool wee things, like the pee thing, and it works. It's really cool. So yeah, anyways, that's what I'm doing. So hi, everybody. So glad you're here from Korea. That's awesome. Very cool. Anyways, but I did want to show you guys some things. I mean, I have been doing a class for myself at my own studio in my garage. I've been liking that. It's really hard. I think I've put on at least 10 pounds, and it's painful to feel different in my clothes. I mean, most of my clothes are pretty tight-fitting. And So when you put on 10 pounds, a lot of them don't fit, and that really sucks a lot. Also, then going back to class and having to be in class with people who've seen me when I'm much more in shape, and then you're out of shape. I mean, I've seen it with other dancers when they've come back and they're out of shape, and you just want to cover yourself. You don't want anyone to look at you. Like, just let me get through class and don't look at me. Don't look at me. So I'm trying to find a new way to like myself. Hi, at Adrian. Nice to see you, dude. So I'm trying to find this new way to like appreciate my body the way it is. I'm currently working a full-time day gig to make extra money, and that's really weird. I'm in a whole different zone, you guys. It's just a whole different zone. So I don't want to say like I haven't. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have quit at the moment. That whole never give up, never stop dancing. You're like, well, Georgia, then are you quitting? No, I don't want to quit. I just don't know what I want to do next. And my therapist was saying, if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. So I'm like, okay. So I don't know. I am going to Beverly Hills Writers Group every Wednesday and actually putting up my own writing, and that's going really well. I have an amazing manager who's getting me work. That's been amazing. I did a really cool, I think I already told you guys, but I did a really cool voiceover gig for a new animated series coming out on Netflix in 2020. So when it comes out, I'll let you guys know. I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I still love ballet. I want to do something with it. It's just that there's only so many hours in the day, and I'm trying to also be, you know, be a good stepmom. I don't know if any of you guys get that, but I get my kids half of every week. So that's it. And then they're going to be gone in a few years. I mean, they're teenagers already. And so I want to be there for them and enjoy the time that I have with them because this is my family. And once they go off to college and all that, it's just not the same, and so if any of you have dealt with that, are in blended families, etc., maybe you understand what it's like where, you have to like say goodbye every single week. It sucks. It's really tough. And they're, not even kids out of my own body, but I love them. I'm crazy about them. So that's more important to me, than a bunch of ballet rehearsals, honestly, right now. And I think, a few years back when I was doing a lot more with ballet, I really enjoyed it, but it was taking me away from them so often. And I felt not only guilty about it, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like that. So, yeah. So I wanted to share something with you guys tonight. I was looking into the whole not company dancers, but dancers in general paying fees to audition for companies. And I always thought that was a bunch of BS. I don't think it's right. On a moral and ethical level, I don't think it's right. I mean, I put something up. I'm no longer on Facebook. I'm no longer on Instagram, or any of that stuff. I'm not on Twitter, and I love it. I don't miss any of it. Oh my God, you guys. It's so freeing. Now the toughest thing for me to do is to avoid reading the news all the time because it gets overwhelming. But back when I was on those sites, I posted something on Facebook about it. Oh my gosh. I got a message, I think, from Jill Barr, is that Charleston Ballet? I forget. Anyways, I've loved Jill Barr. I've gotten to do her choreography. I've taken classes with her over the years when I was younger, and I just love her. But she thought, yeah, it's totally okay to charge fees for companies. But I think she might have been thinking more like summer dance camps, because it's just not the same when you become a professional dancer. You're an adult. Yeah, you can still have mom and dad help out. I mean, this is, let's face it, an elitist dance form in some respects with, people tend to be wealthier. My parents weren't. They worked hard just to get me a pair of pointe shoes that I had to make last a really long time. But still, compared to the majority of the world, we were middle class, let's face it. But I think when you become a professional, you should not have to pay to audition. In California, it's illegal. I actually looked into it. And from what I can tell from the laws in California, it is illegal to charge anyone to audition. LA Ballet charges their dancers to audition. Oh, and it's cash, by the way. Interesting. And I'm sure they have some reason for it. And it is a non-union company. Gotta love that. And it just pisses me off, you guys. It pisses me off. I think this is one of the reasons why, ultimately, I love ballet. I love the music. I love the dancing. But the whole thing around it, the patriarchal do as you're told, don't speak up, don't have an opinion kind of thing really drives me nutty. And I don't like it. I want to speak up and I want to speak my mind. So, I I've lost my train of thought. Too bad. I think that it's not right to make these dancers pay to be considered for employment on so many levels. Well, a couple years ago, I decided to start doing some research. And this is the thing, I start things, I don't always finish them, bad Georgia. But I started a spreadsheet trying to gather information on how much do companies charge in America for these auditions and just keep track. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to hit up one of the first ones I can think of. And so I just as a test, it's a very bad girl. I reached out to a representative at AGMA, I believe. Was it AGMA? I'm going to check on this. Hold on. Sorry, guys, but I'm going to bring this up while I'm doing this. That's the email. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at. But anyways, yeah, this guy was at, his name was Griff. Where was he? Was he at AGMA or AFTRA? He was AGMA, yeah. Because, I was thinking, hey, AGMA people, what is your take on all this nonsense with, people charging for auditions? And their feeling is, well, if you are not in a union company, you're on your own. If it's a union company, then they can sort of do something about it. If it's a non-union, it's the wild, wild west. Oh, look, Emily, you had said if you don't want to say you've quit because maybe you haven't, then don't change the vocabulary. It's something you put on hold because there are other priorities. Oh, Emily, that's so sweet of you. Okay, everyone, learn from Emily's statement. That's a very ballerina badass thing to say there. And I got to tell you, it's funny when you're in the growth stage. I feel like everything is like an ebb and flow. I will get back to the audition thing, but I want to talk about this. Everything is an ebb and flow. It's like the tides in the ocean. It's, and the moon affects the magnet of the tides, right, back and forth and in and out and up and down and growth and decay, all of that. And, there's that saying, there's nothing good nor bad, but thinking makes it so, right? Well, it's interesting, though, when you're in the growth, like when I'm in my growth state and like I'm going for Giselle when I came back, and then I came back again in 2015 to really take it to the next level with my dancing. It's easy to stay positive and talk to other people. When you're in the decline version or the decay or, pulling back, because there is that yin and yang, for every action, there's a reaction. It's harder to be able to put that out there to other people. It's very interesting. So I really appreciate that Emily was able to say this in this moment because that is exactly it. The priorities are different right now. And when I saw Catherine Morgan has gotten back into a company, my first thought was, I am so thrilled for her. My second thought was, Georgia, are you jealous? And I went, I'm not jealous of her actually being in the company because I don't want to do that. If I really don't want to be in a company again, but I do want to be able to say I did it. Like I could if I wanted to, or I auditioned and I got in and I turned them down. Ha, which is so egotistical. So my ego has an opinion about it. This is a girl, Catherine is a girl who was a soloist with New York City Ballet by the time she was 17, I don't know what, like really young. I was an apprentice with Cincinnati Ballet at 19. Womp womp, not the same. And Catherine is still in her 20s, I think, for God's sake. I don't know if any of you know how old I am, but I am not that. Let's just be clear. Yeah. So, you still want to compare, though. It's funny. As an athlete, you still want to compare yourself and go, but I could do that too. I don't know. Anyways, I have to say this again for any of you all who aren't following Catherine Morgan on YouTube. Go check out her videos. She's a great teacher. She's a great mentor, really good influence, and really positive force. She's a completely different personality from me. Just seems so sweet and nice. Which are not words people use to describe me. Kind, yes. True, loyal, yeah, absolutely. But she has that whole ballerina thing, She's just really pretty and sweet. So yeah, anyways, I dig it. But back to the whole auditioning thing. You're going to stay over there and we'll get back to this in a minute because I'm thinking about doing that while we're on our little stream here. So I reached out to the attorneys general in Kansas City and basically said to them, hey, I think it's wrong that Kansas City Ballet is charging fees to audition their dancers. I forget what they charge, $30, $20. And then additionally, they charge you money if you want to send in your videotape to be even looked at. There's a fee. Devin Carney charges a fee to look at your videotape to consider you. Devin, come on, man. What the hell? Mr. Carney. sorry, he was Mr. Carney because he ran the Boston Ballet Summer Dance Camp when I was there, and I really looked up to him, and I really like him. I really like him. I do. But I disagree with this decision wholeheartedly. So the Attorneys General gets back to me, and they write this. They actually attach a letter from this guy, Nicholas Bax. No, wait. Nicholas Bax is the guy. Sorry. I know. I'm not making sense. Boy, I sound intelligent here, don't I? Nicholas Bax was from the Office of the Attorney General. This guy, Brian Woolley, from the Lathrop Gage Attorney's Office, sent this letter. And here's what he said. Dear Mr. Bax, I am writing on behalf of our client, the Kansas City Ballet, in response to your letter dated February 22nd, 2018. Oh, so it was just a year ago. Time flies. Kansas City Ballet is a not-for-profit professional ballet company. Kansas City Ballet is celebrating its 60th anniversary in 2018. Already I'm like, that's great. That has nothing to do with charging your dancers money to audition for jobs. That's like every time you go in to interview for a job at McDonald's and they say, that'll be $20 please for us to consider you to employ you. Bullshit. Yes, I swore. I cursed on YouTube. I'm sorry. Be forewarned. So then they say, as I understand your letter and the enclosure provided with the letter, the question relates to audition fees for dancers who would like to join the company of ballet dancers. Kansas City Ballet does charge a small fee for auditions. Yeah, people, when you're a ballet dancer and you're getting paid this much, a small fee seems a lot bigger, okay? This is common in the professional ballet field. The fee helps offset the expense of staging the audition. Not our problem. Not the dancer's problem for you to have to pay to set up the audition. When you go in and audition at Ripley Greer for a national tour of, I don't know, Wicked, you don't pay them a fee for them to put on the audition. BS. Then they say, the audition fees are clearly disclosed by Kansas City Ballet in the audition announcements, and so no one should be surprised or misled by the fee. I'm not saying we're surprised. I'm saying it's still wrong. Then they say, see, for example, the attached excerpt concerning auditions from the Kansas City Ballet website. Yeah, they do. They put it on their websites. All these companies put it on their website. There's a fee. That's not the point, people. It's fundamentally wrong. Then they say, the enclosure to your letter also mentions AGMA. AGMA is the American Guild for Musical Artists. Duh. The national union which represents performers in the fields of dance and opera. Kansas City Ballet is an AGMA company, which means that the dancers in the Kansas City Ballet Company have elected to be represented for collective bargaining purposes by AGMA. Yes, we know this. As an AGMA company, Kansas City Ballet waives the audition fee for any dancer who is a member of AGMA. So if you're already a member of the union, you don't have to pay a fee. Guess what? Non-union actors and actresses, both in LA and New York, do not have to pay fees to audition. And you are constantly reminded if anyone tries to charge you a fee to audition or be considered to be represented by an agent, run, don't walk away from that person because that is a scam. Then they say this is a benefit of AGMA membership for the dancer, which we believe is provided by all AGMA companies. Again, this is clearly disclosed. They're just ignoring the whole point. Then they say, finally, the enclosure makes the statement that such fees are illegal in California and asks the question whether they're illegal in Missouri. Because I was wondering, are they illegal in Missouri to charge fees? This lawyer says, while I'm not an expert on California law, the websites of the following California organizations reflect that audition fees are in fact charged in California. San Francisco Ballet, Los Angeles Ballet, State Street Ballet. Yeah, all these ballet companies in California, no, they should not be allowed to do this. I would love to take their asses to court over this stuff, but guess what? It costs money, which was why, obviously, I'm not doing anything about it. I'm just sitting here complaining to you guys on YouTube in the hopes that somebody else would do something who might have some money behind them to do something about it. B, you'd have to do like a class action lawsuit, which means I would have to actually go and audition and pay the money. Therefore, I would be a victim of this, and then I could say that I have a right to start a class action lawsuit, which would then mean I'd have to get a bunch of other dancers to agree with me who had also been affected by this, who had also gone and auditioned and paid. And then we'd all have to get together and agree to bring a class action suit against them with an attorney. How many dancers do you think are going to go up against any of these companies? Because then they'd be blackballed in this little tiny world and never get to audition again or be hired again, more likely. So it's brilliant. Who cares about ballet companies in California, right? I mean, they barely care about what's going on with the actors out here, for God's sake. So then he says, thus, we question whether this is actually illegal in California. Regardless, I'm not aware of any law in Missouri which would prevent Kansas City Ballet from charging a small fee in connection with an audition. So they just completely sidestep it, man. And they're going to continue to get away with it. As long as dancers don't stand up for themselves, as long as dancers don't have agents to stand up for them, because how many agents are going to make money off of a ballet dancer? You know, it's tough. It's really tough. And I find that frustrating, and I don't want to play that game. I wish there was a way, I wish there was someone who would stand up and do something about this. They talk about it in Dance Magazine from time to time, but it doesn't seem like anyone's ever going to do anything about it. Because in the end, yes, people are going to look at it and say, well, this money is going to companies and it's helping them. And, you know, so yay. So we, the dancers who are busting our asses to stay in shape, to work hard, to get this stuff done, we're still going to have to also pay to support these companies. I don't think that's right. I just don't think it's right. I'm sure there's been a lot of lag with this video, but I am on a roll here, people. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. I could make a separate video about it and like do something about it, I guess. But I don't know. If you guys want me to do a separate video on company fees and sort of what I found and what I think about it or whatever, I can do that. But let me know. If I don't see excitement and activity from you guys, I'm not going to do it because I just don't have the time right now. Which is another reason why stuff doesn't get done, by the way. So I've had this for a while and I have never gotten around to doing it, and I kind of want to do it, the perfect fit point shoe thing. I think I should really make a separate video actually doing it, but I wanted to open up the box because I've had it for a while and just haven't even opened it yet. What did it cost to get this? Let me see. I want to have those things too. That's another thing. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's so lagging. This video is so lagging, I don't even know it's going to work. Bad Georgia. Let's see. It cost $52.73, and I got one Perfect Fit Inserts kit, the large, extra large size. So $53 for this. That's $53 for point shoe fillers versus like the toe pads that are what? I don't know, $5, maybe 10 tops. Good Lord. So this better be pretty darn worth it. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh, little baggie. I love the smell of just new stuff. It's pretty interesting. Oh, look at that. That's cute, right? It's got like the little purple doojobby. Yeah, I know. If I were like monetarily smart, I'd make a whole separate video about this and just have the, what do you call it? An unboxing video, which I know I've done. That's another thing, man. The more people say you need to monetize, the less inclined I am to put up with that. I am going to monetize this video when I'm done and put it up, but having to constantly be thinking about selling yourself gets really annoying really fast. So I got 2 of these little jars. Oh my God, you want to huff this stuff. Don't huff this stuff, dancers. That's bad. But it smells pretty cool. Okay. So there's 2 of those. Wait, no. Ooh, and white stuff. Let's see what the white stuff smells like. Oh, yeah. It smells good. Okay. So 2 of those. And you get 2 inserts. Inserts. Oh, they're cute. Oh, what was that? Oh, the toe spacers, I guess. Are these toe spacers? I guess. They're little, like, toe jobby thingies. Okay. So they're these, like, thingies. They're stretchy. Okay, that's cute. What else? Anything else in here, people, I should know about? Ah, the baggies. Good. Little baggies. Okay, so we got baggies. Instructions, my cell phone, toe jobby thingies, and this is really cute. Cute, okay. So, let's see what it says. Here's all the instructions. Oh, prepare spacers, optional. Okay, that's what these little boo-boo thingies are for. If you're somebody who wears spacers in your point shoes, you put this stuff around it so it protects your gel spacers while you put them in, because you want to fit these things with the gel spacers on them. Okay, that's cool. So then, oh, if you have a longer second toe, check out the FAQ section on our website for some slight modifications. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's a good excuse to put this off. I need to make a separate video. I need to go look at the FAQs because I do have a second toe that's longer than the first, which is part of why everything just is so much harder for me. So I'm going to read that and then make a separate video on this. And then I will actually do it because that will be fun. Okay, I'm trying to think what else I want to do tonight before I say goodnight to you guys. And I'll try and do these more often because I know there's different people who like they want to jump on here at different times and just ask questions or vent or just watch me writhe in terror as I talk to you all. Oh, I did want to show you, I got a really cool thing called the Backalast. Have you guys heard of this? I'll show you that too. Again, another product video I could be doing to demonstrate the awesomeness of it. Try Guys video. Georgia Try Guys, the Backalast. So this is the Backalast jaqueta. It's actually really cool. It's to help your posture while you're dancing. I do have like one of those strap things that I put around my shoulders during the day when I'm working, especially at the computer, because oh my God, you just want to hunch all day. And that has been an amazing help. And it's actually helped lower my shoulders down, which has been really good, and lengthen in my neck. So I like that a lot. So here's the jacket. I'll show you. This is uncomfortable for me as I take off my top. Dun dun dun. Ta-da! Yeah. Let's see. So when you open it up, it's kind of a heavy, not heavy jacket, but it is involved. There's a lot of elastic inside. A lot. And, oh yeah, I Velcroed it closed. So when you open it up, it's got all this inside. It's pretty good. It will, it's not fraying here. The this Velcro part that you put around your waist, you have to be careful because it sticks to everything all over the jacket, and it does make the jacket fray. Like right here, I've got some fraying. That's really annoying, but on the other hand, what are you going to do? You just have to be mindful of that and protect the rest of your jacket from this evil thing here. So you put it on. The first one I got was too big for me. I got the size A8. This is perfect for me, actually, although, again, I am wicked out of shape and a bit bigger than usual. When I say bigger, it's not, I'm not fat, guys, at all. It's just the tone. The tone has gone away in my legs like that. I mean, it was like, boom, and I'm getting the little cellulite freckles like my mom had. Oh, it's so not cool, because so no shorts for me. I feel super self-conscious about my legs. Even when I was at my skinniest, I talked to my husband. I said, babe, when I was at my skinniest, did I still felt like I was overweight? He said, yeah. Even then you thought you were still not skinny enough. And so, like I've talked before, body dysmorphia, it's a thing. Oh, Christina. Hi, Christina. She says, yes, please do a perfect fit video. I have a longer second toe also. Oh my God. Okay. For you, Christina, I will do it. I will have to put the video together on Sunday when I get back from Camporee, which is another scouting event that I'm going on. Yeah. I told you guys. I'm doing... the weekend after this one, I'm doing trail boss training, and that's where you learn how to basically maintain trails. I mean, when you go on a trail and you see like those big 2x4s in the ground and the ground's all nice and like you see areas where it's been shored up so it doesn't continue to crumble with like metal stuff and all that, people actually put that together, and that's what I'm learning how to do. I'm learning how to basically create a profile for different, you go out on the trail, you see what needs to be done, you write out everything you think should be done to fix that section of trail, you present it to the ranger, I think. I'm still learning how to do this, obviously. They approve it, then you go out with a crew. You can go out with scouts, actually, and always more adults because too deep leadership, but you go out with your scouts and you fix part of the trail, and you don't use electronical devices. You use old school things like augers and sledgehammers, and you have to carry 2x4s into the forest. You can do it as an overnight backpacking trip even, but that's my goal. So I'm in the middle of training to become a trail boss. So that's the weekend after this. And then the weekend after that, I'm doing a backpack training weekend at Little Jimmy, which is a smaller peak in the Angeles forest. And then the weekend after that is Wood Badge training, which is basically like an Eagle project for adults. It's major leadership training and it's awesome. And then after that, the next weekend, what's after that? Who the heck knows? Oh, that's right. I'm running a Wilderness Woman course, and that is a course specifically tailored for women and girls, especially in Scouts, who want to get out on the trail, who want to know how do you pee on the trail as a woman, and how to do it appropriately, and how to make sure, no one sees you. But all that stuff. And it's really empowering. The last time I did it, I had this grandma come up to me, and she said, I have a bad knee, but oh my God, now I feel confident to go on the trail after this class, and I'm so excited, and I know there are things that I can do. She's not going to go and climb Mount Everest. I'm not going to climb Mount Everest, people. Not anytime soon. But it was so gratifying to see these women and girls of all different ages get inspired. Okay, so moving along. I put the Backalast thing on. Now, you see it's not totally on. You can see where it's kind of puckering here, but that's because it's going to be pulling on me. So then you take this and you put it around your waist. Bloop, like this. Yeah, I'll have to do a separate thing. Ooh, I see more comments. Paige Longwheeler. Oh my God! It's Paige, what's up? I've never been able to make a live stream, but I won't be able to stay long going to see Endgame. Oh my God! Hi, Paige! Endgame. Oh, right, Endgame. Yeah, that's what my husband and stepdaughter are seeing right now. Is that? Yeah, that's the Marvel thing. I'd like to be in a Marvel movie, sure, but I don't really want to necessarily watch all of them. If you want to have a discussion about Marvel, people, make a comment. Let's have a Marvel discussion. So then you zip this closed, okay? And it's nice because you can still see, as much as you can with me, but you can still see the line of your body. So it's got elastic built in here, like pulley stuff. And it naturally makes me want to, because all this crisscross back there underneath, it's naturally making me want to pull my shoulders back. But then that means you have to engage your core forward, right? Because you want to then you want to go, bleh. Can't do that. You got to keep this engaged here. So, but for me as someone where this is always wanting to pull forward, I'm way stronger in front than I am in back. Or you could say I'm just weak in back. I'm still learning all of this stuff. It's a never-ending process, people. But yeah, that's really good for me. Keeping those shoulders down as I'm coming up here. Because what I want to do is I want to come like this. This is always my natural posture. I mean, well, not, I'm overstating it now, but if you've seen my other videos from way back when, this is great. And I can feel, like, when I've got my arms in second, they feel supported. Like, I can feel, have you guys ever used the, the TheraBands, and they'll put it around your back and then you wrap it around your arm so that you can feel the spiral of your muscles as you're spiraling your arms to feel that support and that strength there. That's what it feels like in this jacket. It's really cool. So I like that a lot. In here, now there's a thing, I do feel a bit of a pull in here. Again, that could just be because I am a bit out of shape. But on the other hand, it also could be just because I am broad-chested and I am pretty broad across the shoulders. I've noticed when I wear this for a while, my body starts to kind of go, it's enough elastic on me, get it off. So when you're doing class, definitely by the time I want to go center, I'm kind of done with it. Or I won't wear it at bar, but I will wear it in the center. But both, I think it takes a little while to get used to. Ooh, we have more comments. I need someone to read my comments for me. Hi, Georgia. I'm a longtime fan, but I've never been able to watch a live stream. Could you possibly talk about or make a video about body confidence dysmorphia? Oh my God, a coconut shark in the water. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. It's coming. Wait. Is it coming? Oh, it's right there on the tip of my nose, kind of like... There it is. Yes, I'm happy to do a video about body dysmorphia. That's a great idea. It looks like I'm going to be getting back on YouTube more, guys. It looks like I need to be getting back into making videos. That's what this is all about. So, and I do want to keep dancing. I just want to learn how to dance and love my body regardless of where it's at. Because for me, if my body is not at peak performance, it's really hard for me to want to dance because I get so frustrated looking in the mirror. Maybe I just need to cover the mirrors again for a while. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I want to ask you guys if you think I should start a Twitch channel. So then it's just like live streaming when I'm working on dance stuff. The problem is, again, it's like having to respond to all of the comments while you're trying to dance can be super frustrating. But if I set up my monitor in the garage, I could, in theory, see that while I'm working out. Not that you guys really want to watch me work out. I don't know. But I want to know what you all think of this, because the feedback is what helps me out with making more of these videos and doing stuff. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I really felt like if I'm not currently dancing, I feel like a fraud. I feel like I'm not living up to my own expectations. That's how hard I am on myself. So I'm saying, never give up, never stop dancing. Oh, but by the way, I'm taking like a 3-year hiatus and I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And I think that the more, oh, this is so self-centered. The more I hear from you, the more I want to do it. But I want to give back to the ballet community in a way that's helpful without being just always angry and jaded. You know what I mean? Because I do. I want to give something back good. And I think that's why I got involved with Scouts, because I feel like helping nature, helping animals, helping kids appreciate nature and animals, that feels really good to me. With ballet, sometimes I'm like, so I'm helping these dancers go into a world where they can become professional dancers, and they have to deal with all the politics and the starvation and the body dysmorphia and not getting paid enough and not being appreciated and being lied to and all this stuff. And then I go, wait a minute. What if I could create a place where dancers could learn self-confidence and how to stand up for themselves and speak their mind in a way that, could shift the dynamic in the ballet world for good? Is there a way to do that? I don't know. But, yeah. Ooh, there's a Twitch streamer. Paige, you're a Twitch streamer? You're a Twitch streamer? You're a Twitch streamer? Please help me. Yes, I need all the suggestions if you think it's a good idea. Because I looked on Twitch. I don't see really hardly any ballet streamers. But there probably are. I just didn't see any when I first looked. Aw. Paige says she feels like a fraud when she's taking class. Yes. The whole wanting to feel confident where your body is at while dancing. Oh my God, you guys feel that? It's forever. It's forever, man. I mean, everyone says, oh, I had my skinny day. But even on it's not even about being skinny, you guys. It's so funny. When I got, in 2016, I was trying so hard. I was actually working against my body. Like, I don't know if you saw, there was a video of the girl who went to Russia and danced. Joy Womack. Joy Womack, it was the first video I think like the news put on about her saying Joy Womack is the first American ballet dancer to be accepted to insert like bullshit or whatever. And the Russian coach was saying in Russian, like, she's trying so hard. She tried too hard, and so she's trying too hard, and it's actually working against her body and blah, blah, blah. And very difficult. She will hurt herself. Hurt. Oh, God, terrible accent. But anyways, that's what was going on for me. I actually just watched Joy do, she just did a beautiful video of Diana Podak Thion. But I swear to God, you guys, every time I watch her, it still feels like she's trying so hard. And like she'll hop through things. And sometimes I want to say to her, like, girl, you've got this. I've seen her in class live. She is freaking amazing. She is an amazing dancer. And she is a sweetheart from what I know, from what I have seen of her. I'm not her friend. I don't know her personally, but I think she's amazing. But I still like will see her dancing sometimes. And I want to be like, oh, enjoy it. Relax. You got this, you know? And I say that as someone, though, maybe I'm projecting on her. Maybe I'm totally projecting because for me, I feel like when I relax and just dance because I love it and I don't feel like there's like a hammer over my head all the time, I do really well. So like when I go to classes at Westside Ballet or when I'm doing guesting gigs where they're just like, hey, we're really happy to have you here and let's work together and have a great time, I do really well. When I was at the studio where the technique was really stringent and it's like you couldn't move 2 feet without them being like, nope, head back, nope, side back, nope, do this, nope, do that. I felt myself constricting and I stopped breathing. And then it's like my extension got lower and my turns got worse because I was so stressed out. I still haven't watched the video of me doing Sugar Plum. I am positive those fouettes sucked. I mean, we're talking barely 6. It was humiliating. And I want to vindicate, is that the word, vindicate myself? I don't know. I really want to get some good fouettes and just once be like, haha, look, I did it. But I don't know. Maybe it's just not in the cards for me. I don't know. I want to go for it, but then sometimes you're like, meh. Okay, let's see what else. Paige says, I don't know about any ballet streamers, but I've actually thought about it myself. Dude, Paige, do it too. Let's both start Twitch channels and see what happens. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you saw Joy in Australia. So you know how amazing she is. She's amazing. All right. Nothing but love. Let's be clear. I'm the same way. Trying too hard often works against me. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Being a perfectionist, you guys, it seems like it's a good idea. I say this as a perfectionist, but I'm telling you, it works against me more than it helps. As I continue to get older, I see that it isn't helping. And I wonder how much further I could have gone if I'd stopped trying to be so perfect all the time, which of course is tough when you have a teacher who all the time is looking at you and trying to make you perfect. So, and so it goes and so it goes. But yeah. So anyways, this already, I still feel this back thingy is feeling nice. It's pulling against my shoulders in a nice way. I want to get back to Coconut Shark Lady. I love you. Unless it's a boy. Either way, I love your name. I'm not saying it right. But body dysmorphia is a thing. And I will do some research on it too. I was talking about it with a guy at work today. And, you know, these are non-dancers, okay? And he just laughed at me. And they don't understand. When you get, at least for me, when I get to a level of peak performance, right? And even now, it could just also be being dysmorphic, but I feel minute changes in my body. I can feel when I put on weight. I feel it in my chest. I mean, my God, my bras, I'm like, get this bra off of me. It's annoying because it's a little tight. It's just a little bit tighter. And I'm like, no, I hate this feeling. I feel uncomfortable in my pants because there's just a little bit of pressure against my stomach where it used to be it was a little bit loose. I hate that. And then you take it to that next level of to be anything less than perfect is failure. It's impossible. It's an impossible standard. But I look in the mirror. I have to look in the mirror a couple of times because at first glance, I'll see myself and go, oh, you're a thin person. You're totally a thin person, and count your blessings. If that's for anyone who's not thin and you're happy, count your blessings. It's whatever you want it to be for you, as long as you're healthy. So no judgment there. Like, well, if you're thin, you're blessed. And if you're not, you're not. Bull, dada. Whatever size you are, you need to love it. But then I'll look in the mirror again and I will see everything that I feel is wrong with my body. And then I just want to beat myself up. I have panic attacks. I break down crying. My poor husband, I'm like, oh my God, am I fat? He's like, no. I'm like, but it doesn't matter how many times he tells me how beautiful I am, whatever he thinks of me. It doesn't matter if I can't accept it for myself. And so having to step outside yourself. A good thing my mom and dad always told me was when you're feeling like this, go do something for someone else. Step outside of yourself. Now, there is a time where you have to stop and you can't just keep on ignoring your feelings and say, I'm just going to help other people and not acknowledge what's going on in my own body. I think that's also not right. But what's been helpful for me is going to therapy. And, you know, my therapist is just so kind to me. And she'll constantly just acknowledge and say really nice things to me. And it's been so helpful. That's important. If you're a dance teacher, God dang it, if you're a dance teacher, please tell your dancers whatever you're allowed to within the legal system. I mean, I don't know if if there's a whole thing of you're not allowed to tell them they're beautiful, they'll take it the wrong way, or you're not allowed to tell them, wow, you look amazing. I personally think you should be able to say that to them in a way that's, healthy. But please give your dancers compliments, encourage them. I know we all come from the background of criticize, and if you're getting, criticisms, that means that your teacher believes in you because they want you to get better. Yeah, but man, I think a dance career is so short as it is. Most dancers, if they're lucky, they'll make it to 35. If they are lucky, in America at least. A few of the, primas might go to 50, maybe a few core people, maybe, but they are few and far between from what I know. And as it is, you're tearing up your body. I mean, I've had several people tell me, Georgia, you're lucky you got this far. Again, if any of you know how old I really am. And I have not had any knee surgeries. My hips are still intact. Yeah, I've got a few pains, a little, but not bad. But most people my age have had hip replacements, knee replacements. And also, all you kids out there in your teens and in your early 20s who are overstretching and breaking and doing all this stuff and not caring, you don't feel it now, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it if you're not careful. And you got to take care of yourself, because the fact is you've got a whole nother, 40 years ahead of you after that, maybe 50, 60 if you're lucky. And what are you going to do if your body's falling apart? You got to be mindful of that. I'm not trying to scare you. I just say you got to take care of yourself. Okay, wait, I got to read notes. Nice, nice. Ooh, I like this. Paige says, ooh, guys, check it out. I'm going to totally give you props, Paige. Paige Long Wheeler says, not for self-promotion purposes. I don't think you're self-promoting, but I'm glad you're speaking out. If you want to catch me on Twitch sometime, we could chat about dance stream ideas. Oh my God, yes, we are going to do that. So everybody, if you're on Twitch, go over to Rooftop Song, check out Paige, and let's get a whole thing going. Let's get a dance thing going on Twitch. Why not? I think that would be awesome. And then, oh, she says she definitely relates to body dysmorphia. You too. Oh, yeah. So you know. Yeah. Katie Fulton's on here. Hey, Katie. She says, I'm so not alone. You're so not alone. I've hit such a rough patch lately. I've all but disappeared, especially on social media. Oh, Katie girl. I feel you. I feel you. You know, that pressure on Instagram, because then it's like, I actually enjoy doing dance photos and dance photography. It's fun. But when I feel pressured, like, well, you need to be posting 3 times a day, and you need to be linking to all these different things. And some people embrace it, and they love it, and they're good at it. And they still find a way to do it with humility and with gratitude, and they have a good time. And I commend those people. I have figured out for myself, I am not someone who has the bandwidth to do that on a consistent basis. I can do it sometimes. But every day, I was raised to believe you don't just look at me all the time. I don't know how to put it, but having to put up photos of myself all the time and ooh and ah and e and I didn't like it. Now I know there's a different way to do it, but then I take it a step further. Never mind the self-promoting thing. I felt pressured, and it created more anxiety for me. And then it was all about getting the photos up or getting the social media up and not actually doing the work. Not actually creating the content and thinking about what's important to me in regards to ballet and what do I want to do with it. God, I really want to go to the bar now and warm up and stretch. This is a good thing. But, which, side note, I know I need to tell you guys how that stretching program is working. It's great, but it's hard. So, and I can't show you any of it because I don't want to break their, because it's a paying module, so I don't want to show you all the stuff, and you can download it. That would go against, that would be not right. So, I gotta work on it. Okay, Paige is leaving for now. Let's talk soon. Yes, please, Paige. Hit me up. Shoot me a message. Email me. You guys can all email me. It's fine. I know, all of you. But my email, you can do georgiaisgiselle@gmail.com. That's fine. I also use my name, Georgia Reed, at Gmail. Reach out to me, Paige, and hit me up, and let's get the Twitch thing going. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, as far as the body dysmorphia thing goes and disappearing from social media, it is a thing, and I think a lot of people go through it. And I don't know, I was driving through Hollywood a couple days ago, and there was this woman there, and she was in front of a church, and there were some really pretty flowers on the ground, and she was standing there with her phone like this, going, like that. It was just so gross to me. I'm sorry. And I've been that person in the past, I guess. Yeah, I've been that person. Maybe not out on the street where everyone can see me doing it. Maybe surreptitiously in my car or at the bar or something like that. But still, I'm just like, God, who cares? Who cares? Let's get on with it. Let's just get past this stuff. So, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's about it for me for today. I've really enjoyed talking to you guys. This has been so super helpful. I'll try and do this more often. I don't know. Do you guys think we should do it once a week, once a month? Because for me, this is not too hard to do. It's the creating the videos and editing them and packaging them and making them look nice. That takes more time that I've just been taking a break from. But I will do a perfect fit video. I will put something together because I do want to see how this works. I'm curious to see how this stuff is going to be on my feet and how they're going to smell after they've been in a pointe shoe for a few hours with this on. I guess it's time for me to get back into dancing again. I just want to do it in a way that's healthy because the last time I did it, I became so obsessed and I got lost in it and it became my whole life. And in a way, if you're going to be a professional ballet dancer, I think that sort of is how it has to be. But I'm at a point now where I love to dance. I would love to do musical theater again. I used to do that, and I like incorporating it into my acting work as I'm doing, getting acting gigs. but I want it to be a part of the whole. I don't want it to be the whole itself, because it becomes a hole and a black hole that sucks me in, and that's no good for me. So yeah. Yeah, Katie, no. It's not a downer comment. That's a wonderful comment, Katie. I love you too so much, all of you guys. I don't know if you realize how much it means to me, your support and the conversation, because I'll admit it, this is therapeutic for me. It's helping me get through so many wounds that have come from dance. I've talked to other dancers, and you'll talk about it in the moment at the bar on the side quietly, but no one wants to be out up front and public about this stuff, because I think it might be seen as weakness. You know, you want to seem so strong in ballet, and there's that feeling if you get injured, you're going to be, you're like the sick and the lame. You're like the wounded wildebeest that the cheetahs come after and take you down. And especially in America, man, you get injured, they toss you aside and they throw in the next dancer. They don't give two you-know-whats. And I've seen that, and I've experienced it, and it sucks. And I know there's some, they'll be like, oh no, that's not how we are at all. We care about our dancers. Talk to dancers who've been in companies. They're not all like that, no, true, but a lot of them do go through it, and it can be brutal. But you can see right now my energy. It's just there's still a lot of anger and sadness there, and I want to get that out and get back to the good stuff and focus on the positivity in ballet. So, cool. A coconut shark in the water says once a week would be great if possible. Aw, cool. Okay. Oh no, I could talk about this all day, but then also I want to, let's get into other conversations about, like I said, the good stuff, dancers we like. Does anyone still know about Margot Fontaine, and do you all care? Because she is the bomb. And I'd like to talk about that. I'd like to talk about what's Sylvie Guillem doing now. I'd like to talk about tutus. I don't know. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. It's so awesome to be on here with you guys. And please keep on commenting below. Hit me up. Let me know the videos you want to see, what videos you want made. If there's other videos you've seen on YouTube that you like, that you want me to review or take a look at, any great dancing you've seen that you found super inspiring, please let me know. Let's take a look at it together. I think that'd be awesome. I would say anyone out there looking for something good to watch, I would say, what's a good one? Watch Carla Fracci. Watch Carla Fracci do anything, but watch her Giselle. And another one, definitely catch, what is it called? They do it to, now I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to wait. It's a Sylvie Guillem piece. It's amazing. But, and it's not the Somewhere in Between Somewhat Elevated. It's a different one. But let me know what you're watching and what's good of any kind. I'll also have to tell you guys more about my whole Galen Hooks experience and when I went and did hip-hop dance and actually got votes for my hip-hop dancing over any other kind. That was hilarious. It was awesome. So much to talk about. Let's do it again in a week, definitely. I don't know if it'll be a Thursday or what, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I have my schedule and put out a little video going, hey guys, here's the next streaming video coming up. Be sure to be there, and we'll keep this going. Aw, Emily says, honestly, this feels therapeutic on this end too, but for real, it's so good to hear from other people that just get it. Thank you, Emily. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we are a tribe. So guys, you know how it goes. My name is Georgia Reed. Do I know how it goes? Dear God. My name is Georgia Reed. You've been watching Ballerina Badass. Never give up. Never stop dancing. Whatever that means to you. I love you all. Toy, toy, toy. And then we push the button and say bye-bye in the stream.